Hello children, this is the story of the Punctuation Family. This story happened a long time ago, even before you were born. This is the house of the Punctuation Family members, who are the main characters in this story. Let's now meet the members of this family. Hi everyone, my name is exclamation mark. Hello there, my name is question mark. Hey kids, I am the full stop. Hello all, my name is apostrophe. Hello, I am the double inverted comma. Hello children, I am the comma. Hello children, I am the capital letter. Now that we know all the characters of the story, let's watch it. The Punctuation Family members were very sad. No one knew the reason. They remained unhappy for a long time. Years passed by, but there was no change in their mood. They remained sad forever. Meanwhile, a fairy who was on a visit to Earth noticed the Punctuation Family. The fairy peeped into the house. She felt curious to know the reason for their sadness and decided to find it out. She appears before them in their house. Hello, Punctuation Family. What is wrong with you all? Why do you all look so sad? She asked. For this, the exclamation mark replied, Nobody knows about us and no one cares about us. We wish we were more useful and other people knew about us, replied the capital letter. We all want to have an important place in this world, said the double inverted commas. For this the fairy replied, Worry no more, dear punctuation marks. I can help you get name and fame across the world. She continued, As English is the most popular language all over the world, I will make you a very important part of it. You all will be an important part of the written language. Learners of the language will treat you with respect, said the fairy. But the words of the fairy did not bring any cheer to the Punctuation Family members. They remained doubtful. But what if the students do not use us while writing? Asked the double inverted commas. We shall again remain unimportant, said the apostrophe. The fairy was quick to respond. Do not worry, dear punctuation marks. Those students who do not follow punctuation marks will be cursed to get poor marks. This brought in cheer in the faces of the punctuation marks. After years of prolonged sadness and neglect, they have become happy once again. That would be great, replied the apostrophe. This is all we ever wanted, dear fairy, said the full stop. The kind fairy now said, You all can pick your wishes. I will grant them all. First comes the capital letter. I want to go first, it said. And then it continued, Here are my 3 wishes, dear fairy. Please grant them all. My first wish is, a sentence must always begin with me, the capital letter. So be it, replied the fairy. Now my second wish is, names of people, places, months, and weekdays must be written in capital letters. The capital letter cries out his third wish. As I am very important, I would want the pronoun I to be also written in capital letter. So be it, dear capital letter, said the fairy. The full stop comes in next. I just have one wish, dear fairy, it said. A sentence must always end with me. The full stop. Something else troubled the full stop. So he said to the fairy, though I am small, I want to be given importance. Let the students lose their marks for not putting me at the end of a sentence. Let it be so, said the fairy in a calm voice. The question mark comes in next. He tells the fairy, I too have just one wish, dear fairy. Please let me be used at the end of a question. So be it, said the fairy. The comma was very excited for his turn. He tells the fairy, oh fairy, please grant these wishes of mine. Let me be used to join ideas and a set of things or items in a sentence. The fairy blessed him. Your wish shall come true, dear comma. Now the double inverted commas come forward. I humbly request you to grant me this one wish, dear fairy, he said. Let me be used to quote the actual words of a person. And his wish was granted. So be it, wished the fairy. Next, the apostrophe happily comes forward and says, please grant my two wishes, dear fairy. My first wish is, I must be used to show possession. Now my second wish is, I must be used with the contractions in English language. The fairy quickly grants the wish of the apostrophe. Your wish shall come true, she said to the apostrophe. Finally, the exclamation mark makes his entry. He is very happy and says, oh, I want to be used to show strong emotions. So, dear fairy, please grant my one wish, which is, I must be used to show strong emotions of joy, surprise, anger, or even to give a command. The fairy happily agreed to grant his wish. She said, so be it. The Punctuation family was very happy. Having acquired more power, the punctuation marks were never sad again. They thanked the fairy for changing their lives. Now it was time for the fairy to go back to heaven. So she says, bye-bye, dear punctuation marks. I shall meet you on my next visit to Earth. And off she goes. Dear children, here is my advice to you. I request you all to follow proper punctuation while writing, or else you will lose your marks. So be very careful, dear children. I bless you all to have a happy and successful life. So, children, from the story, you must have understood how important punctuation marks are while we are writing English language, isn't it? And if you don't use punctuation marks properly in your exams, you will lose your marks. So be very careful, okay? Now let's try to do the punctuation exercise which is given in page 29 of your Marigold textbook. Okay? Right. First, let me read out the question to you. Rewrite the passage below using capital letters where necessary. One Saturday afternoon, Amarjeet and his little sister Rani went for a picnic to India Gate. There they saw ducks, water, and their friend Raj. Children, in this passage, you will have to look for the names of people, places, and days of the week. So let's try to find them out from this passage. Look into the book, children. One Saturday. Here, Saturday is the name of the day of a week, isn't it? So it should be written in capital letter. One Saturday afternoon, Amarjeet. Here, Amarjeet is a name. So a name should also be written in capital letter. Clear? And his little sister Rani. Rani is also a name, so we must use a capital letter here. Went for a picnic to India Gate. Here, India Gate is a very popular war memorial in Delhi. So we must write its name in capital letters. Okay? Look here, children. After full stop, we must begin a sentence with capital letter. So we will put a capital T for the word there. There they saw ducks, water, and their friend Raj. Here, Raj is also a name. So we must write it in capital letter. Okay? Yes. So this sentence can now be rewritten as: one Saturday afternoon, Amarjeet and his little sister Rani went for a picnic to India Gate. There they saw ducks, water, and their friend Raj. Now, children, here you have a second passage. You are supposed to punctuate this passage. Okay? I hope by now you are thorough with the concept of punctuation, so you will be able to do this. Try doing this, children. This is a passage from the lesson The Little Poetry. Okay? After you complete this exercise, please post it to me. Okay? So this is all for today from me, children. Thank you and have a wonderful day.